How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to invite you into the art room here at the school that I work at. Love it, home of the Hawks, Liberty High School. I'm supposed to be saying hi to some parents, but really what I want to do is share a work of art with you, something that we would do in the classroom. All you need to know is that you have a piece of paper. That piece of paper is blank. It should also be square. Be 12 by 12, 6 by 6. This is a 9 by 9. And I want you to fold it in half 3 times. Corner to corner. Not in half this way. Corner to corner. So in our Art 1 and Art 2 classroom, we are constantly working on things that are related and connected to the elements and principles of design. Elements and principles of design are those easy, simple, basic things like color and line, shape, and form. And so the assignment that I'm working on right now, corner to corner, is also one that we do in class every single year. And when we do open projects, aka a project that anyone can choose what their path is going to be for that work of art, a lot of times students will come back to this one because they like it so much. So I folded that corner to corner 3 times. As far as grades go, students are not going to be graded based off of their amazing ability to be artists. Some of them are incredibly great at art, and some of them are very scared of it. You're going to want to take a pencil, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to write a word. What should our word be? We'll just make it art. It's okay to be scared of it, but I guess it's my job to go ahead and teach a few things like art history. I love art history. And one of the things that we do in our art history lessons is help the students understand what art can be. It's not always going to be this perfect Mona Lisa by Da Vinci. You can love the Mona Lisa all you want, but not everyone's going to be able to compete with that. I will teach in spring semester after we've gone through all of the basics of art design, things that will let us move in a direction of becoming better at drawing. It is the one thing that students really love. So right now I just drew the word art. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over onto its neighbor. After I folded it over onto its neighbor, I'm going to find something to press against. Nickel, quarter, penny, the back side of your pencil, pen, your nail will work, and it's going to transfer onto the other side, and it's going to reflect there. I'm going to go ahead and draw the same lines that I see, those reflected lines. And now that I'm done with that, as you can see, I'm going to continue that through all of the rest, and I'm going to reflect it to its neighbor. And so I went from having 1 to having 2, from having 2 to having 4, from having 4 to having 8. And then it's going to reflect all the way around. I'll give you a couple fun things that we've done in class. Obviously, this is our finished product. If we were here, we're distance learning. But if we were here, we'd be using paint. If you have paint, you can use paint. I usually suggest only 2 colors. Again, elements of design. This student chose 2 contrasting colors, blue and orange. Something that we work on is the color wheel very, very often. By the way, you should be able to read it by now. Speaking of the school that I teach at, it says Liberty. This one right here, students always picking a few things. I love the color scheme on this as well. I would always leave areas of white, and not everything has to be colored or drawn in. For this assignment, if you don't have paint, we're going to go ahead and use something like maybe a colored pencil. Watercolor could work as long as your paper is thick enough. My Art 2 class tends to be more based in ideas. Lots of thought processing, a lot of things, creativity, developing creativity. It's a tough thing. Symbols are going to be the things that my Art 2 class is going to work on for this assignment. You could also use symbols. You don't have to use words. Whatever it is that you choose to do, hopefully it works out for you. We want that almost, somebody's called this a mandala before. Sometimes this has been called a symmetry project. I call it a symmetry project, and that is because obviously, again, elements and principles of design the thing that we tend to focus on here in our Art 1 and Art 2 classes at Liberty High School. Grades are based off of your understanding of the project and your ability to follow the instructions. So good luck following these instructions as you prepare your paper, find the color that you need, think of the word that you want to use or the symbols, and make this work as well as you possibly can. I appreciate you coming in and taking the time to be with us here in the classroom. I am JMendezNapier online. You can find me just about anywhere, as I have now also become a published author. I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.